Hello everyone. Hi. Um, this is my first video in English. I am recording this mostly for all my English-speaking friends that I've met throughout my life because there has been about almost 10 years that I've been living abroad, and I met lots of different beautiful people from different countries all over the world. And now when I'm back, I'm living in Prague, and I have started my own work, my website, and everything is in Slovak language. And my English friends don't understand, and they wish to understand what am I doing and what is all my jobs and events about. So I have decided to record this video, which is much faster for me than to translate everything I do in writing. So, and for those new coming to my channel, I would like to welcome you. My name is Katarina. I call myself Wolfica now, which is sort of playing with words of wolf, because that's my maiden last name. And what do I do is I love living life and I love like searching what is this experience all about, and what are my gifts about. So, and on this journey of my life, I have discovered some things about me, and my friends helped me to realize that it's not everybody who have gifts of this sort. So I have decided to share them with the world. And this is why some services that I offer are reading of soul gifts. And what does that mean is that I use cards and intuition and channeling to tell you what basically is your soul essence and what is your major gift and the mission here on the planet. So this is possible to order through my website. There are different types of readings that I do, but also what I have started to do now is that I read dog's purpose, because I have a dog myself, and I've been living with dogs since I was small, and I love these creatures. And then I was inspired also by the movie with the same name. And I was observing that people around me have their dogs have some symptoms and some illnesses, and all of these illnesses are basically human illnesses, right? Like cancer or I actually don't know how to translate all this in English, but most of these diagnoses are a human diagnosis. So the question is why animals in wild nature don't experience these illnesses, or at least I don't know about it, or not often, right? They are the sick and they die, or they don't really suffer so much. And that's because the dogs have a special mission here. As this species, in general, they are of course like an angels incarnated in human bodies, and they have come here to teach us an unconditional universal love that is for every single dog here on this planet. But then there are specific missions that every dog has, which is mostly for either for collective, because there are some dogs who don't really want to be owned, and I have seen that now there's a lot in Bosnia, because I went to Bosnia and Herzegovina to see these pyramids, and there are these dogs who have this collective mission. So they don't really want to stick to one person, because they are guardians of either some place or they serve higher purpose. But most of the dogs that we have, and they live with us in our household, they have a mission to teach us specifically, each person that lives with them. And the sooner we realize what is the lesson, the more we take away the burden from them, and we take responsibility for our own life and start dealing with this thing in my life. And when we do this, the dog will become more dog, yeah? He will be more joyful and less sick, because we have taken on, because the dogs are like sponge. They take all our emotions in, and they basically help us feel better, right? But when there's too much for them, then they become sick, and that's when we don't realize that we carry this emotion. A lot of times it is hidden deeply inside, that we are actually unaware that under this maybe sunny happy face is actually a very sad broken heart, or something that we don't want to deal with because it's too painful to open that. But the dog knows about it, and he's dealing with that for you, and that's why it's so heavy for him sometimes. So this is why I decided to do the dog purpose, because I wanted to help them feel better, and I wanted to help the people because I know they don't want their dog to be sick. So I wanted to help them to see what is the problem. And then I do events. I do different events, and this is a very spontaneous thing, so mostly I don't know what's coming next. And I have an inspiration or a vision that comes, and I know where to go and what needs to be done. So this is an impulse that comes from out of the universe, let's say. I have just returned from Croatia now, where there was a huge group of 32 people, and we went to the Boston Pyramids as well. So that was a really great experience. On my events, I always cooperate with other great creators and souls who enrich the program by what their gifts, what they do, they know. So we either work with crystals and meditation, or with yoga or qigong, or any sort of. I like physical activity because it brings the joy into the body, and. Then I do also online webinars, and there are some that are repeating. I am now starting this webinar for cleaning of the house, which goes hand in hand with cleaning of our energetic field and cleaning of our mind. Whatever is in the mind and it's not supposed to be there, it's not serving the highest good for us. And it's a 5-week program which ends up in a huge ritual of sweat lodge. This is happening in Prague, but if you are abroad and you want to participate, you don't need to go to the sweat lodge. It's okay to do it without. There is an option to go with or without. And then there's this huge program which I want to talk about, because this one will definitely be also in English. And this is the mystical school Omega, the mystical Omega. And this is a huge subject which I probably one day will record a video just about this. But this is a huge download that came to me and my friend and colleague Simona Shormova, who is a therapist, and she works with Akashic records and so on. And we both received information of how to of what the Omega is about and what needs to be done. And this is really a creation for the sake of creation. This is where we use our gifts for the collective, for the collective, and building up a new environment, a new world. But this is really a joyful program where we learn how to use the gifts for the higher good. And the essential sometimes I'm missing English words because I haven't been speaking for a long time. But this which we really would like people to have before they sign up to this program, is that they have some therapeutic experiences. They've been to therapies, they know how to work with their own programs of mind, and whenever something comes up, they know how to deal with it, or they know that they can't deal with it, it's too big, and they can ask for help. That's okay. But the important thing is that they recognize it, and they don't fall into the games of the ego and the drama. So this is like the higher level of when you have done a lot of clearing and cleaning in your life, and now you just want to live joyful life, and you know about your gifts, at least some of them. It's okay if we don't know everything, because we all know everything. So at least we know of something that we're good at, and we want to know how to use it and who can benefit from this gift that we have. So this is what Omega is working with. There's going to be lots of really interesting things, like working with telepathy and so on. But the first level is working with ego, of course, and recognizing the games. I am wondering whether I have forgotten anything. But that's probably it for now. I am slowly translating my website into English, but it takes me a lot of times, and most of my events are only in Slovak or Czech language for now. But if there's going to be a huge interest, then we can do this in English. That's not a problem, because my friend Simona is also an English teacher, so we could do this bilingual. But what you can definitely do is, if you want to have the gifts reading or the reading of your dog, then I can do that. That's not a problem, because I do this in a form of audio recording, which I will send to you. So this can be done. That's not a problem. But and here I want to show you. This is my dog. This is Nikita, and she's the one who inspired me to do the dog's reading purpose. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that, and you have a great day. Bye.